Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where your weekly what Missy? I fucked up.
But it's so good.
Yes, indeed. Man, I've been saying that for years now, and I fuck it up still sometimes. Anyways, it is January 15th. I almost said the 5th because I'm so blind I can't see that fucking 1 on the calendar. It's January the 15th. Of the year 2021, and we're joined today by the wonderful, beautiful, lovely, intelligent, genius-like Ronan. And of course, I was talking about the lovely scientist Mel.
It's okay. I'm almost a genius. Not quite there.
You're a genius to us, dumbasses. Compared to all this stupid motherfuckers, you goddamn Tesla.
Yeah. I have a dead man crush on Tesla. I have several dead man crushes.
He was a handsome man, dude.
He had a romantic thing for a pigeon, though.
Really?
You know, it's so funny that you mentioned a pigeon because I got to talk about a pigeon here in a little bit.
Yeah, but Tesla was heckin' cute, man. He just
he was an attractive man.
He was very strange, but so am I. So I think it might have worked. I think it could have worked with me and Tesla.
Yeah, I think it could have. By the way, everybody, send your well wishes to Mr. Ronan over here. He's been dealing with some health issues and stuff, and he needs all the love he can get. Because he's been sick. He's a sick little boy.
I'm sorry.
Boy. And of course, we have our resident AIDS patient, Shabisky here.
Mm-hmm.
And the beautiful, wonderful, lovely. I have a new respect ever sent a certain picture on my Patreon yesterday. MissyAnn. See, I told Missy I don't want her pictures on Patreon because I love her as a, she's like, my girl. So I don't want her to think that I'm her Patreon just for that. So, but sometimes they pop up on Patreon when I'm going over there. They just pop up there, and I'm like, damn, there's a kid right there on my face.
It happens.
But but it's a beautiful titty. Anyways,
and let's make it perfectly clear that this was
titty.
A clothed titty.
Yeah,
this is not a naked titty.
It's not a naked titty, but it's still a titty. It's a clothed titty though. But I like I said,
it was a hard nippled titty.
It was a hard nippled titty.
It was a clothed titty.
It was a clothed titty.
It's a missing Shabisky.
But I have never, ever asked to see the unclothed titty because I'm a gentleman.
You just close his eyes and imagine.
I'm a pervert on here. It's so weird. Like, as soon as the camera comes on, I turn into this big fucking sleazy-ass pervert. Turn the camera off, I'm like, lame. I'm just lame.
How do you feel about if you feel lame when you turn the camera off? How do you feel when you watch like other comedy shows? Do you feel like you're lame when you watch those, or do you feel like, hey, that's
I'm better than they are?
Huh?
I used to feel like I'm better than they are. I didn't know. I actually, when I watch it, I have a high respect for most comedians. There's some that I fucking can't.
I can at least say you're better than Mike Birbiglia.
I don't even know who that is, so probably I'm better. I'm better than all of them except Dave Chappelle. Because here's the deal with comedy. There's Dave Chappelle, and then there's everybody else.
Really? Even Carlin and
that's the dead greats. I'm not talking about people that are dead. I'm talking about active comedians, right? Okay. I'm talking about look. Chappelle is a little bit above everybody. Just like back when you mentioned Carlin and Pryor. Well, I mentioned Pryor. When they were alive, they were a little bit above everybody else. They were just, they were the ones that everybody else wanted to be. And I feel like that with Chappelle. Chappelle's a fucking genius.
He's really good. How do you feel about like early Eddie Murphy and early Steve Martin though?
Love Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin.
I like Steve Martin better than Eddie Murphy. The earlier years.
Yeah, early Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. See, Steve Martin is my favorite comedy actor, by the way. I don't know if you didn't know that. As far as like movies, I love all of his movies. I'm like The Jerk is my favorite comedy movie of all time.
Oh my God.
It is so fucking hilarious. It is the funniest fucking thing you'll ever see, ever in the history of everness.
Did you watch his limited TV series that he had? You can get it on DVD now.
Did you watch the Netflix special with him and Martin Short?
I did.
It's fucking great, dude. It's so fucking good. Him and Martin, they're just classic. They're classic.
The Three Amigos to this day is hilarious.
Yeah. Do you ever watch the new DVD version where you can actually see the fucking studio lights flop down? the boom mic, that's what it was. The boom mic kept popping. Yeah, it's funny. But I like all of Martin's films. And as far as Eddie Murphy Raw is one of the best stand-ups of all time. One of the best sets that anybody's ever had. It's just amazing, you know. But yeah, I love Eddie Murphy. Younger Eddie Murphy. A lot of his movies suck. So.
I really liked Coming to America.
Well, they got another one.
His earlier movies were okay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought they fucked Nutty Professor up. I like the original Jerry Lewis versions better. I honestly do.
They got the sequel to Coming to America coming to Amazon.
But you know, I've seen the preview of that. Dad don't look bad.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I really do want to see it.
It's kind of sad seeing old James Earl Jones lying half dead in bed.
Yeah.
That's just like a sad thing to see.
Oh my God.
Darth Vader's surely dying.
There's a lot of sad stuff.
Yeah, Shabisky.
Yeah.
Tatted Jedi called me a bum. I'm just going to address that. I learned from you, Tatted Jedi. So thank you so much for this lovely style.
Tatted Jedi would recognize a bum, you know.
Yes. It's just I can't grow a full beard on my face. And so I'm trying really hard to replicate the Tatted Jedi look.
There you go. I do.
He still won't do glitter beard, guys. I've been trying to get him to do glitter beard for the holidays. He wouldn't do it. I'm like, would you please wear a purple corset? And he said no. Can you believe that? I was going to send it to him for free.
I got glitter on my nuts.
Do you have an issue with glitter?
I think he has an issue. I think he has an issue with glitter for some reason. But
are you a glitterist?
Yeah, he's a glitterist.
He's homophobic. You know, if you don't like glitter, you're homophobic.
Yeah, gay people scare me.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a gay pride parade?
Nope, I'm too afraid to go.
So he's all like, sparkles, ew!
There's a lot of glitter on that fucking parade. I'm telling you
right now. My goodness. I love going to Pride, though. I went to Pride in London once. It was a lot of fun.
I've never been to Pride. I want to go. I've always wanted to go because, you know, people look at me and see me. They don't think, oh, he's down with shit like that, right? Because
you're a white dude in the South. You know.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, how dare you assume my Caucasianness?
Yeah, you're a white dude in the South. Don't you hate all the gays?
Well, see, that's the thing. Why is it okay? But you're it as a joke. But everybody prejudges white people from the South. Like, look at me. I am a gay-loving fucking idiot.
Okay.
Well, people judge me. They think, you know, I'm a white girl from the South. I'm automatically a Karen or something. And then they talk to me and they go, oh, yeah, no, that's not you. And
I am going to go to Pride. I almost went to Pride one time when I was in a city for one of my trips I took. And I don't remember why I didn't go, but there was something happened I couldn't go. But yeah,
Pride is so much fun. I got to go to it was years ago in London.
What if you ended up at the wrong Pride parade?
Yeah, the Pride parade I went to was awesome, but I went to a party. It was at this pub. It was called the Frog something or other. My friend Miles was throwing it, and so we just all hung out, and everybody was like dressed. It was like the clothing was amazing. I didn't show up nearly the way I should have. I had on like black pants and a little vest and some.
You just gotta dress in your rave gear.
You
just gotta dress up in your best rave gear.
I don't have any. I thought
that's where.
But then I felt, I don't think I don't really qualify for the LGBTQ plus people. Maybe I don't know if I qualify for any of that. So it's like I felt like if I show up in full gear, I'm still in the thunder. I'm a guest at the pride parade. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a
call them now, right? I mean, they come up with this name themselves, by the way, the Alphabet Mafia.
Well, I mean, but the way and the thing is, it's always fun to go to Pride, but I try to remember that I'm a guest and this is their house, so I need to act accordingly. So it's like if I went to a Black Lives Matter,
I've kissed the man.
I would do the same thing. I'm a guest in their house. And
I've kissed a man. I've kissed a man, so I'm officially part of the community.
You kissed a man. Did you like it though? Did you like it?
No, I hated it.
Then you're not part of the community.
I've had sex with women. I've definitely
on purpose.
Oh, you're part of it, then. Did you
totally on purpose? Yep. I'd do it again.
I've had sex with women, so I'm wrong. All right.
I'm a lesbian.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I always want to dress up in like a pink tutu and go there.
But are you representing or are you doing parody? So that's where you're kind of like, that's where it's the line.
If he becomes a part of the parade, he's representing.
But
yeah. I'm LGBT plus size, see?
You would be a bear. I think you would be a bear.
I think that's what he would be.
I honestly did not know what a bear was a few years back, honestly, because I was kind of sheltered, I guess. But I got on here and I had a lot of when I first started doing YouTube, I had a lot of gay guys coming on like, damn, you're a sexy bear. And I'm like, why do they keep calling me a damn bear? And I didn't realize what it was. I mean, I was like, so Kazoom Fowley was said it a few times, you sexy bear. And I'm like, and so I went to him like, what the fuck is you calling me a bear for? And he told me, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm a sexy bear. I would definitely be a bear, though. Shabisky would be a fucking chihuahua.
A cute one.
Well,
that's not possible.
That's it. Cut his mic. Cut his head off. Cut his fucking head off. Fuck this guy.
I don't know. So, guys, I'm having to be more of an adult now, and that's really hard.
Ew.
I know, and I got this thing that you tear off. It's like kind of like you fill out your day because I don't ever leave my house. I've been here almost a year now, except for a couple of times when I socially distance in another house. So to get out of this one. So it's like I can't separate work from home anymore. It's like most days I'm like, what the heck? What's today? And so since I was off work for a couple of weeks, I've completely lost the will to do anything. So like, what am I going to do now? So I've had to buy this thing to where I sit down and I write out the 3 things I need to do today that are extremely important. And then a list of other things that are related to the big 3 things. Because it's just, guys, I know I have a job and I'm thankful for it. But my God, not leaving my house and going to my job is a problem for me. It's
called the thing. My ex used to do it all the time. He called it like the ABC something, and like the biggest jobs, the most important things were marked with the A, and then the ones related to it that you kind of had to get done, but weren't like as important were B. And then if you could do it and got around to it, but it wasn't a big deal, it was C. Like it was this whole crazy system he used to do.
I've seen other people use similar systems.
But it's so weird. This is a fun room to be in, but some days I hate it because I never leave here. So I'm like, I'll be here all day doing work. And then
I'm tired of these pop vinyls. I'm just going to sell them.
Well, what you should do, though, every now and again, is just walk outside naked.
I need a change.
Walk outside. I could do that in my backyard.
Yeah, well, just walk outside butt fucking naked and just flop your titties around, and it'll take off the
Actually, I don't know that I can do that because we've actually installed video surveillance on the house because we still have Trump supporters on our street flying the flags, and I'm scared.
Stop.
So
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
there's
have
this
wireless
terrible.
cameras in
There's
my
one
house.
right down the road from me, honey. This got his big old Trump flag still out there, and it says 2020 on it too, right? So then I drove by. I was like, "Happy New Year!"
It's just
Yeah, there was someone who put up a flagpole in their yard near me just to fly that flag, while their American flag is one of those little tiny like dollar store flags on the front of their house.
And here's the thing about them motherfuckers. They don't understand because they're all about patriotism, right? And the flag. Have they ever actually read the flag code, though? That's my question. Because they put Donald Trump's face on the American flag, which is against the flag code.
None of it was about the flag. It's all about racism and bigotry and white supremacy. That's what it's about. We're on the Blue Lives Matter crowd.
My toes are cold and I need to.
Yeah, they're killing cops now. And there was a Blue Lives Matter. They actually have killed more police officers than any Black Lives Matter group has.
Oh my God. But hey, they're awful quiet right now.
Well, they're not. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what's scary. FBI's already put out a warning for every state.
I know.
Yeah, and there's like a state of emergency for all the Capitol buildings.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And it's very scary. It's very scary because they're pissed off and they're crazy and they have lots of guns.
Yes, they do.
And that's a scary fucking feeling. Now. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers right now in DC. They're like, I wish a motherfucker would because they've got how many fucking National Guard there right now?
They're sleeping in the Capitol building right now. I mean,
they're
like
everywhere. And then on the 20th, there's going to be so many National Guard. There's going to be so many fucking Secret Service. If a motherfucker tries something, he's dead.
Oh God, I'm so afraid about the 20th. I'm like.
And the FBI has access to fully automatic weapons too.
Yeah, but they're saying that's going to start on the 17th, which is Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh God! See what these stupid people don't understand. They seem to think that they can do another civil war, but they don't have the weapons our Army and Navy and Air Force and Marines have. They don't have that. They don't have the manpower.
Yeah, that was like I saw them bragging that they got into the building. It was like you fought through like maybe 10 cops to get in there.
I know a lot of people are bitching about the cops, what they did. I did watch some interviews with some cops last night that were there.
They weren't allowed to shoot, so they had no other options.
Yeah, they were given orders, by the way. Some of them were given orders to let them pass. And a couple of them, there was one guy, I actually felt sorry for this cop. He said, when I was out in the crowd and they got me, he said, I went for my gun. He said, and they grabbed me. He said, I heard him yelling, kill him with his own gun.
Oh my God.
And he said, at that moment, I became protect myself. He said, so I just got out of there. And in a way, he's one person, right? I know he's there, but one cop cannot stop 1,000 people.
No, they can't. Did you see that they had told the detail? They had lowered the number of police officers that were supposed to be there that day.
Yes, they did.
And they had gone through and ripped out the panic buttons in some of those offices.
Oh, yeah, this was set up, dude. And here's another thing. There were some cops there, like the ones wearing the MAGA hats.
Yes.
And the ones taking selfies, now they're all being fired and shit, too. They're all being...
I'm not surprised that a lot of them were cops, guys.
Well, that video of the one cop running away, I think he was the one who got interviewed for one of the things, and he said, like, he couldn't shoot because he might take out one or two people. He's like, it's not a movie. You can't just, like, pelt everyone. Like,
self-preservation at that point, right?
Like he might take out like one or two people, and then he calls a whole crowd coming after him trying to get his gun.
Exactly. It comes about. That's when it comes like I got to protect my own ass. If I don't have a bunch of cops around me, I got to save my own life right now. So I can understand that part. Now like that one black cop who led them down the wrong way to keep them away from the sin. That was a hero. There was that one cop that got fucking. He got killed. And there was some cops there that were good.
Extinguisher. They freaking beat him to death.
And they arrested him this morning, didn't they? They arrested that guy this morning.
Oh my God. It's just
Yeah, they beat him with a fire extinguisher, but Blue Lives Matter, right?
Yeah.
It's
not if you stand in our way. Now, if you start treating us like black people, your lives don't matter anymore.
Well,
they're looking to enact. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a certain thing they do with like bank robberies and stuff, where anyone involved gets charged for the same crime.
Oh, by the way, I do have to do an update on something. The guy, the story about the guy taking himself in the nuts, and that was a false story.
Oh, that's a shame. I heard he had like a heart attack, and so he had pre-existing heart condition.
Yeah, but he did not tase himself in the balls, though.
I'm going to pretend he did because that gives me life. Okay,
but I don't want to like put out fake, fake news. I don't want to put out false stories, and apparently it is a false story.
Oh my gosh. I really wish it was true. And I'm just thinking that it was.
She had a "Don't tread on me" flag that got stoned to death. That's true. She got trampled to death and she had a "Don't tread on me" flag.
The irony of flying a thin blue line next to a "Don't tread on me" flag.
Yeah, I know, dude. And the guy that ran through the building with the Confederate flag, he was arrested this morning also.
Good. Alaska guy.
He turned himself in.
Somebody.
Bates Alaska's on the run, dude.
Well, he got arrested. I saw a thing on Twitter like an hour ago.
He got arrested, but then he got out on bond and fucking ran.
Oh.
Of course he did.
If I'm telling the truth, I read a story now that could not be true because a lot of misinformation is out there.
I don't know. I saw a thing like an hour ago.
If he got arrested this morning, that may be true.
Yeah,
now, they may have got his ass today. They may have got his ass, but apparently he was on the run. And
he's a pretty recognizable person, so he would be easy to catch. That's
why I got in an argument with somebody on Facebook. They were like, "Oh, that's Antifa. It's all Antifa." I'm like, "Dude, Bates Alaska! I've known this motherfucker for years. He is not Antifa."
Oh my God!
The guy that dressed up like a buffalo.
Yeah, he's a failed actor who's just trying to make a name for himself, according to him on his Facebook page.
Two things about him. First of all, he wouldn't eat unless they gave him a certain type of food because he's pagan.
He's precious, don't you know?
And then guess what? They did it. The cops gave him a certain type of food.
Yes, because he's precious. He can't digest prison food.
And this
he lives
morning,
with his mom.
Apparently, he's really pissed off that Trump ain't pardoned him yet.
Oh my God. I found the funniest picture. I posted it on Twitter. There's a cow in the Highlands in Scotland called a Highland coo. And so it had a picture of that long-haired cow, and it said "coo," and then a picture of that guy said "attempted coup."
Yeah. Taylor, yes, I've seen that footage too, Taylor. That was disgusting. They had Trump and family did have a private party and watched the rioting together. They were dancing.
They
were dancing and drinking champagne while rioting was happening.
I was too, but I didn't start it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. Donald Jr.'s wife, what's her name? The one that I hate that bitch.
Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Yeah, I want to punch her. I know it's wrong for a dude to hit a woman, but I would go to jail to hit her.
It sounds like a horrible person's name. Like a villain from Harry Potter.
Shabisky, that was a very good intake on this subject.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
We can't hear you, Shabisky. You did.
You're welcome.
I would suggest everybody look. I always say this because if there is any bullshit that breaks out this weekend, do not go to those things and try to anti-protest or anything like that because it's just too fucking.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Capitol building here is too far away for me to go to.
Because I don't know if you guys seen it, but there was this one black woman who was walking home from work when the riot broke out. And they attacked her and beat her up and stuff. She was walking home from work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, this is where I feel sorry for all of the people that work outside of their house is because all this stuff's going to hit. And then these folks will be like working in restaurants, food service, stores or whatever. And then they're going to be walking home from work and they're going to get they're risking their lives because stupid people in our country have John Wayne fantasies. So.
And people, I haven't heard any stories like it, but since they were in session, of course, and they were trying to stop democracy from happening, you do know there was like just regular people there at that building too, like janitors and stuff like that. People who had to clean the bathrooms and stuff. I haven't heard any stories about them getting hurt, but I bet it happened.
Yeah, it probably did. I know. There was a person. I don't know who. There is somebody that I know that is affiliated with someone who happened to be walking by when the Capitol building was under siege by all those Billy Bobs. And so they stopped and took a picture of themselves as a selfie.
Of course they did.
And then they got fired from their job.
Oh
don't do that, guys. If you see a siege going on and you want to document it, live stream that and go, this is terrible. That way you don't get in trouble with your job.
Yeah. And you look like you got a whatchamacallit Muslim thing on your head right now.
I could go like full if you want me to. There we go.
Oh my gosh, she's showing her wrists, you fucking pervert.
I know. Y'all stone me.
We don't allow that in this country.
There has been women stoned over at Shabisky for showing their ankles?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my kind of country, dude. I like
it. You get stoned for being raped.
Yeah. Oh yeah, women have been killed because they got raped.
How dare you get raped? You were showing your ankles.
Yeah,
and so it was
you must have had your
fault.
Ankles showing.
Jesus.
All your fault.
Yeah,
you know how sexy ankle bones are.
Yeah, they are kind of sexy though. I will say that. I jerk off the ankle bones all the time. It's like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm all about women, equal rights, and all that shit. But sometimes some of these really extremists that bitch about the things that shouldn't be bitching about, I'm like, dude, you don't have it that hard. Shut the fuck up. This chick just got killed because she showed a toe. I'm not saying equal rights is not. You know what I mean. I mean the extremeness.
We need to take boobs out of video games.
No, they don't. That's the only thing about video games I like.
I don't like playing them. I just like looking at them.
I've been playing the new Assassin's Creed. I need to pick it up again. I put it down a little bit.
All of these because they were like $12 each.
I always got tickled how they bitched about the girls dressed in the video games, right? But yet they were perfectly okay with the guys all fucking.
Yeah.
Well, all of that is wrong. It shouldn't be like that at all. And also, I play this game on my phone called Ebony, and none of the women have proper armor. And I'm like, and the one that I found, the culture is Korea, and she's like the closest thing, but I needed that anyway because there's buffs.
Tits that blocks bullets.
But did you guys see, like in The Mandalorian, people were upset that the woman had armor? And they're like, boob armor's not a thing. That's not real. Why does she have boob armor? And I'm going, this is a bit extreme. They actually did have dick armor.
But that's material that men can use.
Armor.
They had dick-shaped armor, like it was shaped like a dick.
I can understand the argument though, because that's but that's the reason I do understand the argument, because that is material that guys can use for armor, and we need the armor.
Like old school armor, they would have decorative armor that was shaped like a phallus and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, even that, they had dick armor. And then you look at the Batman films. Do we really need Batman armor nipples?
Yes.
I mean, we need Batman armor nipples.
Rather than Batman's golden nipples, I think
Bruce Wayne had very sensitive nips. Thank you very much.
Well, it's the Wayne tech. Maybe it was like antennas. Maybe those little, because
they come out like
brilliant little antennas out, and he could like possibly sense and get a tingling sense and go, "Oh, Joker's nearby. My nipples are hard." So I don't know. Maybe that was a thing.
It's like that orc sword that glows.
Yes, that was
the nipples start glowing anytime the Joker comes around. Like, oh damn, my nipples are glowing.
He's near.
He's near us, guys.
And then Harley Quinn shows up. Hey, Bats, I'm sorry. Your nipples are really hard. Is putting around?
I like nipples.
They're good for you.
Batman.
That's true.
I like Batman nipples.
Batman nipples.
I like my fat man nipples.
But do you like Iron Man nipples, though?
No, I don't like Iron Man.
You don't like Iron Man? I love Iron Man. When I saw Iron Man 1, I
He
thought it
doesn't
was
like
amazing.
all billionaires. He just likes the ones from the DC universe.
Yeah.
He's billionaire racist.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne was better.
I disagree. I feel like if we had an honest, solid fight to where they had to build their own tech, Batman could not build his own tech. If they're like, go to a Home Depot and build your weapons.
Yeah, you'd have to go to
Batman would be
Lucius.
like, he can do like a one-on-one fight. Batman could kick.
Well, Batman had Morgan Freeman to do it for him.
Well, yeah, Lucius Fox. But his tech was great. But I like Iron Man better. I like Batman, but I like Iron Man better because I feel like
Robert Downey Jr. is kind of,
He's a drug addict.
Well, he wasn't. That's what made Robert Downey Jr. perfect for the role. He used to be that, and then he
knew how to be the character because he was the character.
That's exactly right. That was his whole arc, and I loved that storyline. The first Iron Man, when I watched that in the theater, I hadn't felt that way watching a superhero film since the Superman Donner film with Christopher Reeves. I had that same feeling watching Iron Man 1. Never had it since that freaking film, and I watched it when I was little. I'm like, oh my God, this is a return to proper American superhero films.
One of Robert Downey Jr.'s first movies, maybe his first movie, was one of my favorite movies growing up. Weird
Back
Science.
to School? Oh.
Weird Science.
Oh, yeah, Weird Science.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I watched
That's
that
a good one.
recently.
I just watched Back to School not too long ago.
Yeah. Weird Science was fucking awesome, though.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
I've never seen Weird
high school
Science.
parties, chips, dips,
Oh,
chains, dip.
man.
Yeah, I fucking loved Weird Science.
It's got one of the dudes from The Hills Have Eyes in it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. The big
He's the biker guy, yeah.
Yeah, the cone head guy.
Yeah.
And Bill Paxton was in it
Paxton. I was
too.
just about to say that. Bill Paxton.
Aliens, right? He was in Aliens. Bill Paxton. He was such a dick in Weird Science.
Yeah, he was. But Bill Paxton was also in a very good show on HBO called Big Love.
Yes, that was a great show.
Yeah, it was an awesome show. It was about they were Mormon. He had multiple wives and stuff.
And the wives had their own houses and everything. I'm like, you know what? I'd be okay with that. I only got to see you sometimes. This is my house. The thing that I don't like is that the wives weren't allowed to have multiple husbands.
Yeah,
well,
of course not. That religion was created by fucking sexist pigs.
I'm like, I would like to have multiple husbands. I could give them all different
I would
jobs.
not. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many whiny fucking headaches that is?
No, but we gotta live in separate houses. That's the key. You live in separate houses, like big.
You know how many needy fucking.
What if all of the husbands were Shabisky?
Oh God, no.
Did you hear her answer to that?
No.
What the hell, Missy?
That was Mel, dude.
Oh, Mel?
See, that's what I mean.
What the hell, Mel?
Yeah. Forget me, you wouldn't even know I was there.
I thought I was seeing double for a second.
You probably
You
were.
probably are.
Juice box and applesauce budget would be way too high if I had in Pop-Tarts and like pizza rolls. That I'm like,
I'm on a strict diet of Gushers right now.
She's like, how did you know? How did you know about dinner? do you eat a lot of pizza rolls, Shabisky?
No.
Are you lying, Shabisky?
He had to think about it. He was like, how much is a lot?
What about Pop-Tart? You have a big Pop-Tart collection?
I honestly don't ever eat Pop-Tarts.
Hot Pockets. I bet you eat a lot of Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. Are you Hot Pockets?
Not Hot Pockets either. I don't care too much.
Chad likes a lot of Mexican food. He likes a lot of burritos and fajitas, and I've seen him eat a lot of pancakes and like breakfast stuff. And he
Are you an
likes
Eggo guy?
like sushi and like
pancakes over
smoothies and like. From the things that like I've obviously like I'm always hanging out with Shab. He actually eats pretty healthy.
For like,
your name was fucking healthy.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all homemade.
What do you mean? I eat cheeseburgers and French fries.
I'm just saying, like, he'll get like smoothies and stuff, and like he gets like fajitas and sushi.
With his fucking 14 cheeseburgers. Okay.
He hasn't eaten a cheeseburger in a minute, or he isn't, at least not on
Panda
stream.
Express is not healthy.
That's it. I'm putting people on timeout.
I'm just saying, over like the average stoner who's doing nothing but like pizza rolls and
I bet
chips.
there's a bag of fucking Cheetos.
You know, like,
I bet you there's a bag of Cheetos or
it
Fritos.
might be. But from what is shown on stream, like he does, like he likes sushi. He talks about eating fajitas.
Sushi's amazing. Fuck you.
I'm just not a big sushi guy. I'm just not. I don't like a lot of fish. I know you can get chicken, sushi, and stuff.
You gotta make sure you eat all your seaweed snacks and your coconut.
But see, I'm not big on fish at all. You gotta understand. I don't like seafood much. I'm not a seafood. I'm just not.
I don't know.
So it's not really sushi. It's just seafood.
I don't like. I have a limited list of foods I won't eat. I don't really want to eat any reptiles. I don't want to eat anything that leaves a trail behind it, like a snot trail. Not really interested.
Yeah,
in that.
I'm not eating no snails and shit like that.
Shab's on a steady diet of dabs.
I don't really want to eat venison or deer or rabbit.
I don't like wild game either.
I'm not. I don't really want to hunt my food.
Yeah. I'm
If
not
I
eating game
did-
food either. I mean, it's got the gamey taste. I don't like it.
I saw a documentary over the past week called Dominion, and I don't want to eat meat at all.
Why?
No, not after that.
You don't like our animals to suffer, and I do. Like I said in the meantime,
that was just senseless. It wasn't even about like not wanting them to.
I like to listen to the
that people
lobsters
eat
scream.
meat. Like I get that we need protein and we need meat as part of our. Like I understand all that, but this was so unnecessary.
I need
like
iron.
the amount of animals, like they were literally like, oh, we just throw like a sixth of them away on a daily basis because they just keel over and die. Like the amount of fish that were coming in couldn't be measured in numbers of animals. They had to measure it in tons of fish. And I get that they have hundreds of thousands of eggs and all that other fucking bullshit, but this seems so excessive, because then after the documentary ended, I turned off YouTube, the TV was on, and a commercial for Applebee's came on, and it was like, oh, you can get a dozen shrimp for $1. And it's like, this is what, like, it's excessive. It's way too fucking much.
Yeah.
I
really like, I have a whole bunch of Boca burgers in my freezer. That's all like soy burgers, but
I've tried to eat Boca burgers, but they fall apart too much.
Well, it depends on how you cook it. I do find that if you try to grill it on a grill, it's gonna,
fall apart.
But if you cook it in the microwave for like a minute,
yeah, I've tried a few different. Like I tried it in different ways. I haven't tried the microwave.
Yeah, the microwave is better. If you try to grill it, you're gonna have to keep your eyeball on it really quickly because it's gonna cook fast and it'll.
I do it on the little the Foreman thing that I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It works
You got to
pretty good
spray it
on them.
down with like the cooking spray. So
Right quick, if you like to eat tortured meat, I have a stream go for $50 today. Tip me for my tortured meat.
See, I
But
eat
it's
a lot
just like, I
of
just don't
ground turkey. Yeah.
like those baby pigs. Oh,
The baby pigs are so
fucking
good.
pigs.
They taste
They
better
were
than the
just-
bigger ones.
Yeah.
My thing was like this. These like they had prolapsed anuses or like vagina openings from being forced to give birth so many times. Like their muscles were so weak that they couldn't. They were splayed. They couldn't stand up anymore. And
oh wow,
the pig had literally been born in that exact fucking same place.
Yeah.
And grew up to like it watched its mother go through that. It grew up to do that, to watch its own babies do that. And I'm just like, nope.
They didn't know what happened.
They're like, I guess that's how life works.
Yeah.
It just seems so unnecessary.
I'm bored, I live, I become a BLT.
I don't
Like,
think they're
trust
gonna
me,
have like
I-
that Charlotte's Web moment where the pig's like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to die."
Yeah.
That's what
Oh
I mean,
my
like,
God.
I like don't get me wrong, I like bacon. Like I
Yeah.
love having a good steak. Like I'm not I get it. I'm
I
just
name
that was so just like I don't know, maybe
You know,
this-
Missy, I name my steaks.
Wow.
Little
I don't
Timmy.
know. I think I'm just all set.
I'm about to eat Steve here.
Oh my goodness. It's like, but you know, the thing that this is what you think life is. That's
Right,
how we
it
all
was-
kind of
ugh.
like have our perception. Like I've had anxiety apparently my entire life, and I just thought everybody had it too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, people are coping better than I have, and I'm like, does no? It's so. Once I started to realize, hey, I have terrible anxiety. This is what's wrong. And then I'm like, oh, so this is how normal people feel, or I use that term loosely, but this is how other people feel who don't have anxiety. I'm like, this is nice. I didn't realize that nobody else had this. And I was like, man, I
Now,
like that.
two guns.
Well, exactly.
Said
Two guns.
different.
That was
no,
like
no, not exactly. How the fuck does he know? Has he a pig ever told him that shit?
He's a pig whisperer.
no, because they put hidden cameras in the slaughterhouse, right? And they have the pigs come down this one area, and in that box where they end up is where they end up getting like shot in the head. And while they're coming down this ramp, they can hear over the side of the wall their, other pigs being cut up and like they can hear the saws going. Like
Wow.
like it's just
They think it's a massage machine.
and then they're like, oh, there was this other part because like this part was the part where they like shot him in the head with the thingy. There was another pig farm that they used carbon dioxide. No, it's not. They use carbon dioxide to kill the pigs, and they're like, oh, this is supposed to be the more humane way. It's better for them. It took almost 2 minutes for these pigs to die, and you can see they are literally like freaking the fuck out trying to get out of this metal box that they're in, and they're like literally like clawing at each other trying to get up, like they know the air is bad, like you can see it. It's just bad. It's just
everyone,
bad. It's
welcome
so
to
excessive.
the morning vegan show.
Yes.
Welcome.
Fuck. It's over. I'm over it.
And I hate when chickens get killed. Oh my god!
What about the first episode of Black Mirror?
They're like so mean to the chickens.
I remember
they
that.
Give them a kiss before they kill them.
Now she's traumatized
that
all over
episode.
again because I just reminded her of the first episode of Black Mirror.
No,
this was reminding me of the TV show Hannibal, where they had the guy who grew the pigs, and Hannibal would go and pick out his annual pig, but they fed people to the pigs.
Well, that's like there's an actual pig farmer in Canada. I think it was like the Pigton. Why do you keep falling?
You almost lit your house on fire.
It was like the Pigton farm. It was somewhere in Canada. The Pigton farms. 2 brothers. One of them was really, really fucking nuts, and they were serial killers of prostitutes, but they were also part of a biker gang, and they would bring the prostitutes home, and they were selling fucking ecstasy and all this other crap to the biker dudes and letting them use like the pig farm as their like biker gang hangout. So they didn't really give a fuck what these 2 farmers were doing. And the farmers were bringing girls in or taking girls that the bikers had brought to like their big parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And holding them, like obviously doing terrible fucking things to them, like our word and all much worse. And once they would kill the prostitutes, they would feed the prostitutes to the pigs.
Yeah.
But they were the pig farmers for the county. So the people of the county would go there to get their meat.
Yeah.
So all of the people in the county were eating the pigs that were eating the prostitutes.
Fun times at 10:48 in the morning. for me.
No, I could talk about serial
Well, I mean,
killers all
I got
fucking day
raw
long.
beef in my. That
It's
I was gonna
okay.
cut the
I think how long ago did that happen? Because I think the Silence of the Lambs and all that was based on actual serial killers kind of put together.
Yeah.
I
this single
want to
book,
say
so.
it was like the between 1980 and the late or the early 2000s,
Okay,
somewhere
and
in
this
that
book was written
period.
before that. Yeah, no, that's cool. But yeah,
I mean, they're not the first people to kill people and feed them to pigs, obviously.
oh
you
no,
know.
not at all. It's just interesting that there's a lot of parallel with that and what
Yeah.
the character in the Hannibal series and in the book did.
I thought the same thing, that it was based on that too, but then I realized a lot of people are crazy and feed people to pigs.
The majority of horror movies are taken from Ed Gein's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
He did
God.
a lot of weird shit.
Did he
Lots
feed
of-
the people to pigs?
No, he didn't feed people pig. He wore people's skin, though.
Yeah.
And he made
Yeah.
furniture and lamps out of it too.
Yeah,
I know that part.
He'd go grave digging and dig up the skulls and make soup bowls and ashtrays.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fucking weird, dude. He also took that one woman and hung her up and split her like a deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually
That's gotta
killed like
be
2 or 3
nasty.
people, but
Oh God.
Nick, so it didn't happen.
Oh Lord. I used to watch this
I
show.
gotta
I think it
fix
was on
this before
Discovery
it
or the
falls.
Learning Channel. It was called Pure Evil or True Evil or something like that. And so this forensic psychiatrist was going through and developing a scale of evil based on behaviors of serial killers and, violent individuals, and where and how he would label if somebody was like pure evil or not. And a lot of it had to do with torturing people before you killed them.
Missy's pure evil.
So and then
True.
there was one dude who was using his girlfriend to go and get other women in the city and bringing them back to his house. He had like a storage container or Connex essentially in his backyard, and he called that his toy box. And so that's where he would put women in. There was like a dentist chair that he would strap them into and then do all kinds of stuff. And so I think the woman ended up getting life in prison or something like that. And then I think he died in prison, but man, that was
Fucked up.
people are nuts, man.
They are, dude. Yeah. I was reading an article the other day with that. There was this one dude who. I said the other day, it was a while back, where there's this chick who. What did they do? Okay, yeah, they raped the little girl, right?
Yeah.
She was like about her. It was her the mother let them rape her in
Wow.
front of her, and then they skinned her.
Shit.
Yeah, and all kinds of just really fucked up shit. And then when they asked the mother why did she watch it, she said it sexually turned her on.
Wow.
Yeah, evil bitch, just a flat out evil motherfucker, dude.
It's weird. The things that I've watched in documentaries or read or anything with those types of individuals, those serial killer types, that a lot of them can't feel so much. And so when they kill the first time, they get that adrenaline rush, and they equate that with feeling something. And then they go and they try to keep chasing the dragon, trying to get that feeling again. And this is, let's say, I'm trying to think which serial killer was talking about that. That was on that show, but he said he just kept doing it so he could get that feeling again.
Yeah, it's like a high to him, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he never got that feeling again. So that's why he kept doing it, was so he could have that feeling again, because that was the first time he felt anything. Now, keep in mind, not all psychopaths are violent killers, and there are a whole lot of more psychopaths than you would think in the world. But not all of them dive into that. So I need to put that little
Yeah, they don't all act on
out there.
There's a lot
It
of
sounds similar to like on a lighter scale, people who have had sex while on ecstasy and then they can never feel that way again after it.
Yeah.
Like, because it was such like an intense experience.
I suppose.
It's weird.
I'm not saying, I said that's like a lighter version of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt it. I
Would
mean,
be like something drug induced.
yeah, you know, I don't know.
How did you feel the first time
For
you
those
killed
people,
somebody,
it'd be
Shabisky?
something wrong with their brain. For like, but the other was drug induced.
Well, I know ecstasy does excessive amounts of ecstasy does tend to shut off different parts of your brain, and I don't know if that's something that can be turned back on. There, you can look at CAT scans and MRIs and have a look at the brains of people who do ecstasy, and there's pockets where there's just not any real activity, and the more you do that, the more those shut down. But that kind of makes sense. Your body, and this is one reason why you don't use baby lotion on brand new babies, is because your body is used to making certain things like oil in your skin. So you have soft skin. Well, you also have neurotransmitters that are supposed to fire off and help you feel things. So if you're taking stuff, and this is also why testicles shrink when you take a lot of testosterone when you're a juicer, because your body is used to making these things and doing these things for you. So if something else is doing it for you, they don't make it anymore. They're like, okay, I don't need to make testosterone because you're injecting it into yourself. So your testicles shrink. Or, if you use too much chapstick, your body will actually adapt to that to where your lips are chapped all the freaking time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same thing with
I worked with a
lotion.
girl who was
All of that.
obsessed with putting that it was this certain Victoria's Secret lip gloss.
Mhm.
And I hated the shit because it was super sticky, and anytime the wind blew, it would make your hair stick to your lips. And it was obnoxious, but she was obsessed with the shit. And it was to the point where she had to put it on constantly. Otherwise, her lips would like crack open, bleed.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just gross. Like,
I have found that since I don't use a whole lot of, I might use a light lipstick, or I might use a light moisturizer that's kind of tinted, that has a little bit of sun protection in it. I might do that, but don't really do the heavy makeup anymore. But that's my choice. But I noticed my skin is a lot different now since I haven't been doing that. So, but I don't know. I used to be one of the big old fashion-based people because I did work in fashion for a little while, and I have more shoes than I will ever use. I don't even wear them now. I have a lot of purses. I don't even use purses now. So I have a bunch of weird stuff.
I don't use purses.
I gave a
now
bunch.
either.
I gave a bunch of mine to my nieces because one just turned 18 and the other one is just getting into high school. So I was like, here you go, guys. You can have all my old purses.
See, I really just need to purge all that stuff and just start over again. I used to go there's a Goodwill in a really nice part of town. You go to the Goodwills in the really nice part of town, you are going to find clothes with tags still on it because rich people will just toss stuff that they never wear. That's
what I just found, because my kid loves going to the fucking Goodwill, the younger one. And I went over there with him and I found a Gap sweater with all the tags still on it that said it was worth like $75. And I got it for $4.50.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Chad, I'm going to send you a t-shirt. You need to send me your mailing address on Twitter or something. And I'm going to send you a t-shirt and you better freaking wear it next time I'm on the show. God.
I need to purge all my purses and stuff too.
I'm
totally in the same.
You got too many.
Yeah, same position for me, dude. I got a lot of dresses that don't even fit me anymore.
It's all that Apple stuff that you keep eating, man. You keep eating that, and you drinking nothing but juice. It's gonna make your ass big.
It's pretty it's pretty big.
It's gonna make you poop a lot.
Ghetto booty.
Yeah.
I'm quite tired of my ghetto booty. I have not gotten on the scale, and I'm too afraid to.
Hold up.
I've been like doing measurements and stuff. Going, my God, I've just expanded. At least I've expanded in both directions.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So I'm like, okay, Mel, we need to get this thing under control because I'm not in my cosplay body that I used to cosplay in. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I cosplay Bill
I need to lose about 30 pounds, guys. So that's fine.
Yeah, I like to cosplay as Bill Cosby.
He goes
I
all
want to
out
be
with
able to
it,
dress
too.
like Catwoman again.
The Halle
Wonder
Berry
Woman.
version? Oh.
I do have pictures. I have one on my website where I dressed as Bombshell Wonder Woman at a con that I went to. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
It had like red corset and red boots. It was pretty awesome. I didn't,
I dressed as Fire Ronin at a convention.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where people are like, "Whoa!"
They were like, "Oh,
whoa, look a weirdo."
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's not technically time, but what are we doing the last half hour, Missy, on the Friday show?
We eat, man.
That's right. We eat him as I tell you to give us money and you do so. Shabisky in the description below has a Patreon. Please become a patron of Shabisky. He has perks, rewards. He does movie nights, shit like that for you guys, so you'll enjoy it. So give him some money. Missy has a Patreon where she shows some wonderful, lovely photos for your pleasure, and I think you will enjoy them quite a bit. So
her nipples are there. You just can't see them."
Well,
you can see him a little bit.
And she has nipple radar. She was talking about this earlier.
Yeah, y'all fucking my goddamn shield up. I'm gonna hit y'all in the face. Oh, and so become a Patreon, Missy. I have a Patreon stream live directly to PayPal. $50 stream go today. Please help me get that $50, and I will be the happiest son of a bitch you'll ever see in your life.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We do know for sure that Monday, Jeff Holiday will be here.
Oh, I love Jeff.
Yay!
So
I've heard of
sweet.
that guy.
Yeah, he will be on the show Monday. I don't know who else, but yeah, I got that one already.
Tell
So
him
yeah,
I said hi.
I
And he
will.
needs to be on my channel again. He's been on my channel once, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do it again." And then he stays busy forever. So
Yeah, he does stay busy a lot. But yeah, he's gonna be here Monday, so it'll be fun. So yeah, make sure you tip that $50. Do it now, or I will die.
And can we say happy belated birthday to Mems? Because we
No, we
missed
can't.
it. It was the other day.
Yes, we can. You can do that. Happy belated birthday. Kind of just did.
Happy the
Oh,
bloody
yeah, that's what I
birthday.
mean.
Oh, by the way, Crap Latte just gave $5 to Pimpy, aka Bill Cosplay. Yep.
oh my gosh, Bill cosplay. Why hasn't that been a thing yet at Comic-Con or something?
It
I'm Bill
probably
Cosplay.
is.
Sure it
You walk
has
around with
somewhere.
some drugs in your pocket and a drink in his hand.
I'm sure someone's done it.
Oh God, it might be too soon for that.
Yeah, you need to cancel the holiday. Billy said because holidays are over.
Oh goodness. That was funny. He was on my channel when I was doing Oral Audacity, and we were talking about anti-vaxxers, which is pretty fun.
Anti-vaxxers are pretty fun.
They are.
Have you seen his whole video where he deep dived into the convention with the anti-vaxxers?
He dove right into those anti-vaxxers.
I'll send you the link to it. It's fucking insane what went on there.
I'm a part of an anti-vaxxer Facebook group, and I really just use that just for material. So,
I've done that back when I did a lot of videos, regular videos. I used to join groups and do this shit all the time.
Oh God, some of the stuff that they say. And then Nervardia sends me tweets. And so we really need to do a show on Sunday. I have not had the energy.
Like that the video, lady got the flu shot and now can only walk backwards.
There's some video of a woman that's going around where she is speaking with an American accent, said she just got the COVID-19 vaccine and is shaking like this. And I feel
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? What is she doing? And she's like, I lived in the UK and I just got the COVID-19 vaccine and this is what's happening. This is real. And I'm going.
I seen a white guy say that he got the vaccine, but he was black when he got it.
I believe it. I believe that one.
Oh gosh.
Now
I'm so
You need a new way to do the disavow button.
The vaccine turned him Caucasian.
Oh my God. I'm so sick of this virus. My mom texted me. She and my stepdad tested positive now.
Oh God.
And I know they're across the street from me. And it's my sister and her family had it. We're not even meeting each other. We have self-isolated. We've done everything right. I've given them so many details on how to disinfect stuff. You need a protocol when you get home. If you're working outside the house, you need clothes that you wear outside, clothes that you wear at home. You shower the moment you get home, wipe down on your packages, all this stuff. And so, but my mom, because she's high risk, she got the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. But she hadn't gotten the second one, but she apparently contracted the virus from my stepdad, who has he's got pretty bad symptoms right now. My mom's starting to feel worse, but they both have had antibody treatments because they're both high risk. So I'm just like, okay.
I think we only have about 12,000 people that live in my city, and we had a breakout, like a huge breakout here, and there's still people here that don't think it's real.
Really?
I'm like, we live in a small town, and there was a breakout here. Like,
Yeah, I know people are so fucking
oh, okay. Let me address a
that means
question.
that you know people who have it.
Let's see. The vaccine doesn't completely prevent you from getting it. It helps prevent you from getting the worst symptoms. Black Lark. It depends on which one. They both work the same. And it can prevent you from getting it. But you have to have developed enough antibodies in order to prevent you from getting it. We don't know how long that lasts. We know 2 doses of the vaccine will prevent you from contracting the virus. And how it works is it's messenger RNA, and I talk a lot about this on my channel, so I'll break it down really simple. You have little receptors on the outside of your cells, and also viruses. They use those receptors. They have their own they're like antenna that attach to those cells, and that's how they enter into your cells. So what you want to do is you want to gum up those little receptors that the virus has so it can't get in your cell. So rather than introduce a live or an inactive version of the virus into your body, they've just put in genetic code that your cells take up. It's messenger RNA. It's like in little bubbles, little teeny tiny bubbles with the messenger RNA in it. Your cells take it in. Your cells read that genetic code, and it makes those foreign proteins. So your body will be like, that's not one of ours. That looks like a foreign receptor. It's the same receptor that's on the virus. And so all your body's doing is making those proteins for your body to recognize them as foreign to make the antibody. So it's the same thing as a vaccine. You're just not having to grow the virus in a lab, which means they can make these faster. So that's all that is. But your body's still making the same antibodies it would, whether or not it would be with the inactivated virus. But you're essentially developing your own immunity because you're making your cells make those proteins, which is what the virus does anyway. So you're just not making you sick. And then that messenger RNA, it doesn't last long. It falls apart after it's been read. So it doesn't do anything to you. So once it makes it and it's done. So there you
go. Thank you, Mickey the Fakey. For $5, he said, here's a $5 pimpy, good content today. Thank you so much. So now we need 40 to finish the goal. 40.
40 to finish the goal.
Yeah, to accomplish the goal. Shabisky looks smart today. How the fuck does Shabisky look smart today?
Shabisky, for real.
just today.
What?
Nope, lost it.
Had the greatest.
Shabisky.
Well, I got that right in today.
I have a question, Shabisky. I really want to send you some t-shirts, but if I send them to you, will you wear them on stream?
I will put them on and I will go like this.
Okay, I have a perfect t-shirt for you. For that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, send me your mailing place wherever you get your mail.
I will send you my address, Mel, so you can send me shirts.
That's right. I'm gonna send you shirts.
I can't wait for the shirts to arrive.
I have the perfect shirt just for you.
I'm so excited to see what this is.
It's called.
Is it Batman nipples?
No. I don't know. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but maybe I'll send
guessing.
No,
I will never give you anything, so yeah. We'll just make that.
I don't
Not even a
necessarily want to ruin
kiss?
the surprise, but I'll send you 3 different shirts. I think I'll send you 3 different shirts. What size you wear? Medium?
Extra fucking
large.
baby.
I'm large.
You're large and in charge.
Do they make a big size?
Did you
What?
hear the little giggle in Mel's voice when she went, "You're large"?
I'm big boy. Mel?
I don't think they make extra
I'm
big
a big
size.
boy now.
I'm a big boy now.
You
Mommy,
use the
wow.
toilet like a big boy.
Are you pooping in the potty now, Shabisky?
Sometimes.
Sometimes in the shower because you can't control it.
Yeah, sometimes it just it's like all over the
You're
shower.
gonna get a fungal infection.
Shabisky still has to take showers after he poops because he don't know how to wipe right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that issue, though.
It's his own bidet. He's got a detachable shower head and everything.
Just
I said good day, sir.
Facebook keeps advertising bidets to me, like, legit butt cleaners, and I'm going, I don't know what I said that Facebook would pick up that I need a butt cleaner, but maybe it's because I've been on Pimp's show again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably just because you're talking about poop.
I got an advertisement on Facebook the other day for a double vibrator.
Oh damn!
Well, massager.
Personal massager.
Yeah, a double personal massager. It looked like 2 dicks.
Well, that's one for your mouth and one for your nose.
I
Yeah.
saw a personal massager the other day in the store. You know those big ones that just have like the rounded head at,
Like this?
at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like this?
Right. But this was one that was on. It had the rounded head, but it was on something that looked like a drill,
That's drill.
and that was just a personal massage.
How the fuck is this drill, by the way, Missy?
This was
Drill.
No, this was the head. This was the drill. I was holding it. This was the drill.
I was
So
holding
it's
it.
like a gun
Holding
massager
it.
I
thing?
don't-
Yeah, it's like a personal massager, but it looks like a gun with a vibrator head at the end.
Maybe that's what it is. It's just different names so they could sell it in more stores.
And you click
Ah.
a button and it turns into a real gun.
I looked at it. I was like, if anyone
Oh,
ever
God.
came near me with that fucking thing, I would kick them.
Golly.
Good gosh.
Oh, goodness. That takes it into a completely different direction for conversation.
It
You know?
does.
Yeah.
What, kicking people?
Did you
Yeah.
buy it, Missy?
What?
Did you buy it?
No, her neighbor would steal it if she did.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I have a personal massager, and it's called Shabisky.
Come here.
Come here.
My neighbor has recently joined some church online, some online church thing.
Yeah.
So now there are signs like all over the fucking neighborhood that she's gone and put up everywhere for this fucking church.
Ah.
Well, she's doing what she's supposed to do.
I wonder
Yeah.
if the church would be
Punch-
curious to
Oh.
know on how unchristian like her behavior is.
But they don't care as long as you pay a collection.
No, if she
Probably
shows up
not.
and says she's sorry every Sunday, it's okay.
Pay them tithes.
No,
boy.
that's Catholics. That's a completely different thing.
I was brought up Nazarene, and we were told if we didn't ask for forgiveness every single night before we could go to bed, we would, if we died in our sleep, we'd go to
all
hell.
religions,
Well,
man.
yeah,
All that.
That's Catholics, but you only had to go on Sundays and then go in the box, and then they tell you how many Our Fathers and Hail Marys you got to say, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Well, Nazarene was like Protestant. They're in between Pentecostal and Baptist. So I
I
wasn't.
think the police are outside.
Oh,
They're
they
pulling
found the
signs
body,
up.
Missy.
They said
Hide
these
the
signs
bodies.
were not sanctioned by the city.
Missy has a lot of cops that shows up during the show and stuff. This happens all the time.
We're gonna find dead cops
The
all around
criminal.
Missy's place.
What kind of goddamn neighborhood she's living in?
She's just
Oh,
been
my
killing them
goodness.
and throwing them away.
Shabisky, somebody said you should start your own church.
I was thinking the same thing. The Church of Shabisky. Like, oh, Lordy Lord.
Shabisky, are you going to sell pacifiers?
if they'll buy them. If they're ready to buy them, I'm ready to sell them. Everyone, buy my binkies.
Bickies.
Shabisky's pissed off because they closed down Tar Babies and.
Oh my
that
goodness!
place.
They shut it down.
Shut down what?
There's a I went to it actually when I was in Myrtle Beach. It's a place called Tar Babies.
Tar baby is a racial slur.
So they shut it down.
Why did they do that?
Because when I went to the restaurant, they had big ass paintings on the wall of the Tar Baby and all that. But here's the crazy thing: most of the patrons in the restaurant were black. They don't give a fuck. It's good sausage.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, Song of the South was like banned in the U.S.
Yeah.
Well,
they shut down Tar Babies finally because it was racist. It was definitely racist.
So you said Tar Babies had good sausage?
They did.
Wow.
I ate some breakfast. Man, that's some good breakfast. They were good food. It was good food.
Oh my god. Somebody is talking about universal flu vaccines. We can't do universal flu vaccines. Just throwing that. Raisin Girl said, I like to see them working as hard on universal flu vaccines. We can't have universal flu vaccines because I mentioned the receptors on the outside of the virus. Those change on flu vaccines. And so it's kind of like how viruses enter into your cells. It's kind of like a lock and key. Your cell has a lock and the flu virus has a key, but your cells have multiple locks. And so what happens is the flu virus, it evolves and it changes. And so when it changes, the keys change. And so the antibodies are basically like gum that gums up the lock. So if the key constantly changes, you have to make brand new antibodies each time. So that's why we can't have universal flu vaccines because it doesn't work that way because those receptors, the shape of those receptors change. And so the antibodies from the previous flu vaccine don't work because they don't fit the key anymore. So it would be nice if we could do that, but that's not how it works for that, unfortunately. Just sort out a bit of science. We try to be educational sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. You know that little brown spot right there between your taint meat and your asshole? That's shit.
I was wondering what that was.
You can bleach that if you want to. If you don't like the color, you can buy bleaching materials and bleach that whole area, pimp.
Yeah, you can. We've got about 14 minutes to make $40. We better do it or Shabisky dies.
Yep.
Oh, no money.
And Missy
no money's going to come in.
Her left boob and just fall off. If we don't make it her left boob, and you know you love Missy's boobs, right? So you don't want it to do it. It'll just fall off, I'm telling you.
You could donate it.
No.
So one lucky
Leave it right where it is. Thank you.
It'll fall off if you don't get $40, I'm telling you. You got your knife ready, don't you, Shabby? It's gonna fall off.
Yeah. I'll get my butter
knife. Shabisky's gonna cut that fucker off. He's gonna cut it off.
I'll get my spoon.
A butter knife is not gonna work with that big ass son of a bitch, Shabby. You're gonna have to have like a goddamn hatchet.
It'll take a while. I got it.
Do you not see those things? That's some chainsaw.
I'll have to put some muscle into it. I get it. I got it. Okay.
With a regular little steak knife, some people be working like for weeks. They better trying to chop down a mountain.
No, I was gonna do a butter knife. I thought that would work good enough.
Oh my god.
All right, Missy. I got the butter knife ready.
No.
The boober knife.
We'll put jelly on it.
One of my neighbors, right? They like to go hunting, and anytime they go hunting, if they get a deer, they bring it back and they string it up in the backyard. And recently, they did some yard work and they chopped a tree down. And apparently, the neighbors on the other side have a 4-year-old granddaughter who has just stumbled upon the deer hanging with its guts open, bleeding out and stuff, and is convinced that the neighbors have killed Bambi and is freaking out, and that's why the police are outside.
Well, that's a useless fucking talk. Yeah.
They think that the people are saying that they shouldn't. No, they're saying that they shouldn't be able to hang the deer up like that. It's going to scare children.
You have to hang the deer up like that.
Just to scare children. That's the whole point.
They're fucking kids. You
You
have to hang to do the deal you got to do with the deer. You got to hang it up.
I'm surrounded by stupidity. Just the thing I deal with on a daily basis.
Oh dear.
It was an accident.
Sorry, Missy. I don't think killing the deer was an accident.
They tripped and shot. And
I guess people don't care about your life or Missy's boob because they're not dipping right now. So.
They did have a deer before 006, but as part of the story said, they just did some yard work and took a tree down. So now that the tree is no longer there to obscure the vision, the kid can see the deer hanging.
Well, I'm like Golden Coin. There might be a time where kids need to learn this. That's right. And they also need to learn that shit gets cut open sometimes.
No, they just need to learn that's what they do in their yard. Is they have every right to hang up a deer in their yard.
Next time it'll be their dog.
It's gonna be them.
Yeah.
Hang that little bastard upside down and get a knife and threaten. Don't actually do it. Don't actually cut him open, but make him think he's about to.
Obviously, it's a scary thing for a 4-year-old to see, but it's not Bambi. You can just turn the Bambi movie on and be like, "Look, Bambi's right there."
That's so stupid. The parents should have just hit the kid. They need to learn to stop being such little crybabies. Agreed. Just like I have the right to erect an animal corpse totem several meters high in my eye. Yeah.
A totem. Totem pole.
I told him. They didn't listen.
I told him.
Golden Coin wants to know, why did you block him from your streams, Mel?
I don't know.
That was not nice.
I do what? He's not nice?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe you said something that was not nice, Golden Coin.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you call her a duty
you
head?
Tip me, Golden Coin. That's what it was. She blocked you because you did not tip and have me make my fucking stream go.
Do you remember what was said?
Tasty Crap Latte gave another 10, said Anthony Caruso was a Shabisky.
To be honest, I deal with people online all the time, and on Twitter. I have a giant block list on Twitter. I do have a block list on YouTube. My patience is very, very low.
There used to be one that can say, "I'm not blocking anybody. Fuck that shit. I block a lot of people now."
So
I have no idea why.
I've muted people where I meant to mute them for like a day and I forgot to unmute them, and I still have like a huge
the mute button on Twitter is an amazing thing.
Oh God, it is.
It's great because they don't know that you can't see shit and they still talking shit, but you don't.
Well, like if I
you
see
got
someone
them all
going on a
muted.
long rant about nothing, I'll mute them, and then I'll forget to unmute them, and they'll just be there for like months, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I forgot."
I really block. It's
They
great.
probably tried to tell me happy birthday and everything.
Yeah, he said Shabisky. I guess that's how you say that. He's trying to say accident, but he's doing it with Shab's name, Shabisky.
Ah.
Chapstick.
Oh,
But
maybe
yeah,
you were blocked on accident.
But thank you for the 10.
I don't know.
Now we need $30. Come on now.
$30.
Do it, Golden Coin, or I will hit you in the throat.
Dirty showers.
Golly. I block a lot on Twitter. I finally had to block somebody and report them for harassment because they followed me from YouTube over to Twitter and were bugging the crap out of me there. And then recently they've popped up again and
Oh,
just
God.
started like, you're a narcissistic sociopath. I'm like, okay, I'm really done with you. They were using Bull's passing as an opportunity to go and have and
that's so
further their
tough.
beef with me. I'm like, could you not use this, a tragedy, to further your personal beef with me? That's wrong. And then they're like, oh, you're making it about you again. I'm like, dude, you came at me.
Yeah.
Like,
we
not do that.
That's what people don't get. Like the hypocrisy of some of these ones is just.
I just,
It's
you know,
so. It's hard to wrap your head around.
This past weekend, I hope it don't go like this week. This past weekend, I started to block everybody because I had 100 people coming to me with fucking drama like at once, and I'm like, okay,
done. And then they're like, they blocked me. Now I take pride in the fact that
attention.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I take pride in that. PETA has blocked me, or PETA or whatever. John Edwards has blocked me. Reuben Report has blocked me. I mean, I take pride in higher profile people blocking me because I'm like, I'm nobody to them, and they hate me that much.
Mhm.
Stephen Molyneux blocked me.
What was the chick? You remember Nicole Arbor, right?
Do what?
You remember
Nicole
Nicole
Arbor?
Arbor? She was the chick. She's very famous for a while. She was the chick that did the video about fat people that got real controversies and blind
Dear fat people.
Dear fat people. Yeah. Well,
Matthew Santoro's
she blocked me on Twitter. She also went on UK television and talked about the fat Southern guy who kept fucking with her, and it was me, of course.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was funny as hell.
Okay.
I didn't know it happened. Yeah, PT remembers that. I didn't know that she was on UK on television talking about me. Landon seen it like, oh, she's talking about you on TV, and I'm like, yeah. See, here's the deal. I don't care if people make fat jokes. That's fine. But the way she did, because especially when you're trying to be funny, she was trying to be funny. You don't talk down to people, then put yourself up on a pedestal. And that's what she did. If you're doing insulting, you're supposed to insult yourself and put yourself on the same level as people. Then you can insult motherfuckers. That is the first rule of insult humor. It's the fucking first rule. Okay, she didn't do that. And also she told jokes like the fat man on the plane thing. Who hasn't heard a fat man on an airplane joke? God damn. I have been the fat man on an airplane. Okay? I've been there, goddammit.
She also talks under her breath a lot, which just makes it extra.
Yeah, and then she talked about how great she was, and it was stupid. And then I basically did a little video, and I called her a stupid cunt at some point in the video, and she got really upset. And then on Twitter, I fucked with her a little bit, and I think I told her bless her heart one time. Like, bless your heart, and apparently she knew what that meant. I love it when higher profile. I was actually blocked by Steve Shives before he had a block button.
Oh wow!
I love everyone that's blocked by Steve Shives.
Which is everyone, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! King
He's
Bean.
like, this is too difficult to do manually.
King Bean asks, if you follow someone on Twitter, can they make your account unfollow theirs? Yes, it's called a soft block. I do it all the time. I'll block somebody and unblock them, and then that they don't follow me anymore. I've done that with quite a few people because all they do is just follow me just to read my stuff, and then they'll quote tweet me and they're like, "Look at this bitch," and I'm just
I do it all the time.
I'm just like, okay, block. After a while, I ended up just blocking.
Shabisky.
Can we talk about you unblocking me at some point? Because
Shabisky,
he's like, this is why I'm always late. I can't get notified of the show.
Shabisky's blocked by everybody on this panel because he won't stop sending pictures. It's just like we don't, and it's not even his own penis. He just goes and finds
he just goes around Googling penises and then sends
it's like, have you seen this one? You like this one? Is this one better?
You ever seen a bull's penis? Here's a picture right here.
Yeah, look, it's just random penises. Weird and awkward.
You seen a giraffe dick? Here's one.
I literally got 3 minutes to make $30.
30 and 3.
Do it. Our Shabisky dies and Mrs. Boom falls off.
Oh no. I don't like the second part. That's horrible.
So he's okay with you dying, Shabisky.
What a piece of shit, dude.
All the gas pieces of shit.
I'm gonna be rough with you the next time we're making love, fire running.
No. I have a feeling if COVID-19 was the penis falling off disease, this would have been sorted last year.
Yeah.
You know,
sorted
I
real
think you're
quick.
right.
you better
all the
wear
guys
a
are-
cod piece or your dick will fall off, and then
Every-
you'll be wearing them all through the freaking grocery store.
My penis fell off before I was born.
That's true.
I have a little dick.
It's true. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
He tried to show me. I ran.
I thought you were first disappointed that you didn't see it. By the way, you said I haven't seen it.
Thank you, Skip. He gave 10, said I'll never block you, Shabs. There you go. So now we need
That's
20.
sweet.
Can we do it? How many minutes we got? We got what? We got
All the
2 minutes.
minutes.
We got 2 minutes to make 20. Let's do it. Do it now, Shabisky. Give me 20.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, drop and give me 20.
Blood sucks? What? Are we talking about?
Sucks. What did you say? Blood sucks.
I said blow.
I think he said he bloated sucks. What?
I was gonna say blowjobs. I'm not sure what 20 I'm doing. What am I doing, babe?
I don't know.
Just shut up.
Sorry.
You're useless. No, you're not. You're very useful.
Yeah.
I like you.
You fell out the corner of that screen nicely.
You do.
Yeah.
You're very corner Philly.
Yeah.
Would you have sex with me, Shabby, on Sunday?
Oh.
I'll check my schedule. I think I'm having a couple sexes that day, but I think I could fit you in.
You having a couple
That'd be
sexes?
sweet of you. Such a sweet
Yeah,
boy.
No, I want to be first. God damn it, if I'm not first, I'm last.
There's more flavor if you're last. There's more flavor there for you.
That is more flavor.
That's so gross.
It starts out vanilla. It's chocolatey.
The 100-person train.
That's so gross.
You can definitely fit pimp in, little peen. Oh, that's supposed to hurt my feelings. I just said myself I had a little peen. You're on the clock.
Oh my god!
By the
I
way,
was
after
gonna have sex, but I had a little peen.
world, kept talking. I want to get in. You want to be on Monday? Jeff Holiday's going to be there. If you want to be on Monday, I'd like to have you on. Sloppy seconds worth only half the payment. And here you go, King Bean. King of the Bean. Scientist
Bean
Mel,
talks
give
like
20.
he knows what he's talking about.
Thank you, Scientist Mel. She gave 20. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're a sweetie.
I forgot a zero, though, but I forgive you.
Okay, I always forget my zeros.
Yeah, what is
Zeros are
it?
hard.
We haven't said that in a while, Missy. We haven't set that joke up in a while. We used to do that shit all the time. I said, you forgot a zero. She said, well, zeros are hard.
Zeros are hard.
Yeah, that shirt actually needs to go in my shop. Because I got a shop coming out pretty soon, guys. We buy all kinds of merch. And any of the Morning Wood merch, these guys get a percentage of too. So, no, just the Pimpmunk stuff, well, fuck them. That's my shit. But Morning Wood stuff, they will get a percentage of the product. So, and especially Missy with that one, because Missy did the zeros are hard thing. So you can buy zero hard shirt. And, you know, you can buy flavored cock by Shabisky. But thank you very much, guys, for liking, sharing, watching, and tipping. Remember, Monday Morning Wood, we'll have Jeff Holiday on, and the rest of the week, well, we'll have to figure it out over the weekend. I'm going to try to get some different
Skep just said count me in.
There you
So
go.
it'll be Jeff Holiday and Skep.
Yeah, you gotta
Talk
quit
on
putting this
Monday.
fire on a guy on the show. He's really dragging it down.
Yeah, I hate him. But yeah, then we'll do that. And also, probably going to get Tara back, because I really enjoyed Tara yesterday on the show.
She's great.
It was
She's a
great.
sweetheart.
Yeah, she had that British accent. It's very good. Very good. Very good indeed. Anyway, and she also talked dirty to me. She perved on me, which is weird. I usually perv on people. I felt violated.
You're ripening. You're getting at the right age.
I felt violated. Anyway, so, by the way, before we go, Ronan, I hope your health gets better, buddy.
I'm rooting for you.
He's been going through some shit, y'all. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. Like and sharing, tipping. Thanks, Mel. Thanks, Ronan, for joining us. Thank you, Missy, for being a great co-host. Whatever, Shabisky. Shabisky's a great co-host, too. We'll see you guys. Not tomorrow. I got to do a thing tomorrow. These guys can join me if they want to. No, I don't have to do one Saturday. That was last Saturday. I don't have to do one this Saturday. I did that last Saturday, right? Yeah.
You need to come on my stream soon. You still owe that, big balls.
I don't know shit.
You owe shit.
I know. I do know that not this weekend, but next weekend I'm gonna be on John Morgan's channel. Was supposed to be this weekend, but he had some kind of medical procedure or some shit. He's always got something going on. He retarded ass. I'm sorry, crazy ass. Not R word ass. Anyways, bye. I'm sorry I said the R word. Bye.